Assalamu alaikum. Yesterday we concluded that critical thinking flourishes when children of different thinking capacities are grouped together. Today I want to take under consideration another aspect, that is, teaching critical thinking to second language learners. Now, if you have taught a child learning a second language, or if you yourself have been a second language learner, you would understand that there are certain fears that every child faces learning the language. The first battle that he has to fight is his lack of vocabulary. And this deficit of words truly hampers his participation in the classroom. And so often children who are struggling with connecting their thoughts together due to lack of words do not participate in class or try to avoid the teacher's questions. The second pressure that they feel is of time. So often these children, when asked a question, tend to panic because there is a certain time that the teacher expects the child to respond within, and these children are not equipped enough to do so. So it's a lot of struggle on a daily basis. So the first thing obviously that comes to mind is the fact that you really need to create an environment where children should feel safe, secure, and ready to learn. And you have to create that bonding with the classroom as a whole, where they feel like a community and they feel the responsibility of helping each other grow. A practical way of actually improving the critical thinking of children and making them comfortable at the same time is one that I created through my critical question program. It's called the Why Train activity. In the Why Train activity, I would ask a question to a child, and this would be completely disconnected with the curriculum. We would do this as a fun activity. I would ask a child a simple question like, okay, tell me, why is it important to read? And the child would probably answer with saying that, we need to read because it's important to learn new things. And I would take his response and I would create my next question. I would say, okay, why is it important to learn new things? And he would move on to saying, it's important to learn new things because we need to grow. And this thought process kept moving till the time that he reached a point where his mind could not make any more connections and there was a full stop. So then I would ask him the same question again. And I would say, okay, now tell me, why is it important to read? And at that point of time, he would have collected a lot of ideas in steps to put them together and give me a detailed response or summarize his understanding of the question. This helped children in various different ways. First of all, they got rid of that panic to answer because they got the time to interconnect their ideas. That moved on to their awareness of how deep-rooted meaning can be in certain questions, and you need to investigate your own thoughts to get there. It taught them about the importance of dissection of ideas and really logical progression of thoughts. Children learned that drawing intelligent conclusions is important because it makes them aware of their starting points and their end points. They need to understand where did they start thinking and where did that thinking lead them, and therefore they're able to make an intelligent conclusion. Now it so happens that sometimes I would ask another child the same question and they would come to a dead end. So I might ask them again, why is it important to read? And they might say, because it's important. And then I would say, okay, why is it important? And they would say it's important because you have to learn new things. Then you would ask, okay, why is it important to learn new things? And they would come back to, because it's important. Now you've come to a dead end. So I would then engage something I call the reverse strategy. In the reverse strategy, I would rephrase my question and I would say, okay, tell me, why is it important that you read every day? What would happen if you would not read? And then, there was a twist in the thinking process and, the brain would move to another tangent of thoughts. And the child would learn that there is not just one way to think, there are different ways of thinking. And if I get stuck once, at some point, I can take another route or I can take another path and I can go thinking another way. So the Why Train used to make the children very comfortable. They were challenged to investigate their thoughts. And I think that is one thing that is important in critical thinking, is that investigation aspect of it. Children need to learn that they need to know why they are saying something, and there is a deep-rooted meaning. So if you would like, you should employ this strategy inside your classroom. You would see that in time, the stamina for children to think and investigate would definitely be enhanced and increased. Thank you very much.